Hello, my name is Paul River. I'm a past president of the Krenov Foundation and a graduate of the Krenov School. And I'm here today interviewing students as they complete their 24, 25 school year and talking with them about what their experiences have been like and what they're doing next. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Tricia Becker, and I am finishing my first year here at the school.
And so what projects did you do?
I did my first semester project, I did a Coopered cabinet, and my second semester project, I did a Coopered bench. It wasn't exactly planned that way to do a Coopering project for both, but just kind of ended up that way.
Mhm. Um, Was the process of deciding what to do next a challenge or
Yes, for me it was. Um, Well, are you referring to, like, to do, like, the second semester projects or
is
just
this the second semester project
oh,
where you had more choice?
yeah, it was a little there was a little bit of stress in, just trying to figure out what I wanted to do and what skills I wanted to keep learning or new skills that I wanted to kinda add to it, and, um, kinda went round and around with a few different things and ended up deciding to do a bench.
What what was your woodworking experience prior to the school?
It was pretty limited, and after being here, I could see it was really limited. I feel like I was brand new after everything I've learned here, but, yeah, I had just taken some classes at a community college, for kind of basic woodworking and then just jumped headfirst into this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And how'd that work out for you?
It's been amazing. My brain, I think, especially at the beginning, like, every single day was just exploding. I'm like, "I can't believe all that I've learned in one day." And then, you know, becoming more proficient at those things. Um, so I feel much more skilled now.
Did you come with expectations that haven't been met or did get met?
Um, I was thinking about that. I don't know if I had a lot of expectations. I remember visiting a school a year ago this week, actually, and going to the gallery and viewing the students' work, thinking, like, how am I ever going to be able to make something this nice? And it kind of felt like a full circle moment, with the show opening the other day that, wow, okay, now I have some stuff here. And I was able to learn the skills to create something really lovely.
Yeah.
Wow.
In any particular moments, uh in the year, any interactions with either your projects or the staff or your fellow students that really stand out? I realize it's pretty soon to be getting much of a look back sense of the year.
I mean, that's a big question right there with all the examples that you gave, because I could, um, the the class and the students, like, the fact that there's, like, 23 of us and we all get along and want to spend time outside of the classroom together and, are incredibly supportive of each other. That is a really cool thing that I actually didn't quite expect, and that surprised me. Um, the instructors are amazing, each one of them. I appreciate them all so much. Um, but I can't say that there's, like, I mean, there's a lot of things I think that stand out. It's like, where do I start, you know?
Mhm.
I will say one thing that kind of gave me a little, like, a giddy outburst that I didn't realize I did was in the first semester when I was hanging my door for my cabinet. And, it's there's, like, all these little things that go into hanging it properly. And I was just fooling around with it and got it to hang really well, and I just, like, went, "Ooh." And I had headphones on, I look up and, like, everybody's looking around and came over to see what I had done, and I think it was, like, one of the first doors that had been hung, in the semester. I'm not sure though, but, um, that was a very delightful moment,
Mhm.
you know? But there's been a ton of amazing moments that I don't think you have enough time with me to go over, so
So, uh, it sounds like your experience with the other students was pretty positive.
it's I mean, you never know when you get a variety of people together in this intense of an environment 6 days a week how it's gonna go, but I think we all feel the same way. We all kind of really, um, appreciate each other, and, um, I think it's gonna be hard to say goodbye. Yeah.
Mm. So, how has the school experience impacted your sense of self and your sense of what you wanna do?
Mm. Well, there's been a lot of lessons, I think, life lessons and a lot of learning and, coming in not knowing a lot, feeling like this imposter syndrome that I think a lot of us feel when we're in an environment like this. You know, it's shown me that, like, if I really it reminds me too that if I really put myself into something, then, like, I can learn something new and I could do something different than what I've done before, and that's, like, a nice reminder at my age, I think, you know? Um, yeah.
Um, what's it like be surrounded by all these much younger people? And maybe not much younger, but
Yeah, um, there I've learned a lot about the different generations. 'Cause I'm not around people, like, a ton of people in their 20s or 30s in my life before this, maybe a few, in the workplace, but, it's there's just been a lot of fun little things that surprise me and, like, "Oh, wow, you're into the same music like I was into in the '90s," and um, it's a cool group of people, so it definitely is, different, but it doesn't feel like we're so far removed from each other, because maybe it's because of our mutual interest here, but,
yeah.
um, yeah, it's been a fun experience.
Um, what's been your experience as a woman in the program?
Um, it's been great. Like, I feel particularly here because I do think, like, this school is very much about, like, diversity and inclusivity, and I have actually felt more support in this environment from the collective than probably any environment I've been in.
Wow.
Yeah, and maybe that's partially because it's not a competition, we're not trying to outdo each other, and we're all there to learn, and it's difficult for all of us at different times, and so we can relate to each other in that way. But that's something I noticed very early on. It felt so incredibly supportive. So I haven't felt like I've been, the minority as being a woman there. Um, yeah, it's been really
Yeah, it's
nice.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's really important. I know to the staff that that be true.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
glad that the school
yeah.
has that. Yeah.
Attitude, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what's next for you?
Uh, well, I'm not entirely sure, but I'm leaning towards being more sure, but I know that I'm definitely gonna continue learning more woodworking. There's so much left, I think, that for me to learn that, I wanna still be immersed in it for as long as I can. Yeah.
Good. So do you see that as an occupation or as a
Awesome.
what's the other word? Hobby is sort of an I don't like that word.
You know, how about hobby?
Oh,
Do you have a word that you like instead of that? Or what do you think of
What
as
the word conjures to me 1950s playing with an electric train in the attic.
yeah, hey, that was where it originated, right? Um, I think it could be either possibly more hobby or like part-time furniture maker, part-time something else maybe. So I'm not sure yet.
Huh.
I'm not ready to decide that. I'm kind of open to see what happens, kind of where things go.
And do you have the space in your life to kind of figure that out slowly, or do you have to really hit the ground running so you get wherever you're going next?
I think I have some space for that. Yeah.
Good.
I mean, it I might not figure out the answer right away, but I don't have to jump deeply into something totally different yet.
Yeah. Good. Good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for
Yeah.
for sharing.
Well, thank
Your
you.